So I'm standing here with Russell in a beautiful garden, and Russell is from Collier Arbor Care, which is a division of Bartlett Tree Experts. And you know, Russell, it seems like every year, no matter how much we want our gardens to be beautiful, we get out on that first day of a sunny day in spring, we walk around and we can see all kinds of things that we might not know what they are, but we know something's wrong.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things you do, is you actually go to gardens, walk through them. So let's take a little tour here and tell me some of the things you see that are wrong and what they are.
Sure. So when I first walked onto this property, I was taking a look at the rhododendrons and noticed a couple things wrong with this one. There's healthy foliage up here, but as we move down, there was a little bit of frost damage I saw from these buds that had died out. And you know, some are healthy, and this will still be a flower, but some have actually just been nipped off by the frost. And as we work our way down, we can see that on the margins of these leaves, we're having a nutrient issue here. So this would be what I would call chlorosis, which means that there's a nutrient imbalance or there's something missing from this soil. And we take soil samples so we can get a direct diagnostics of what's going on, just like you would go to a doctor and you would get something diagnosed. So to determine what's going on, we want to take some foliage samples or soil samples, send it off to be analyzed, and then we can do a prescription fertilizer to help amend the issues that are going on here.
And Russell, one more problem I hear a lot of especially with rhododendrons, is root weevils.
Yeah, root weevil. They are a nocturnal beetle that comes up at nighttime, and they crawl up the stems and they notch the edges of the leaf. So they don't go for the middle of the leaf specifically. They notch the edges, they chew them down, and you'll find a lot of damage down at the base of your tree. But the larvae also chew on the roots, and so you can get, if you see a lot of that notching, you have a root weevil infestation. It can be taken care of very easily. You just have to give us a call and take a look at it.
It's not always just one thing. That would be too simple, wouldn't it be? So there's other things, because then the further down you go on this, you can even see more damage.
And that segues into what we're seeing as lacebug damage. So we've got two things going on. This poor rhododendron has both lacebug, chlorotic issues. It lost some buds. It's having a little bit of a tough time. So we come here, and our job is to make sure that this rhododendron stays healthy, it can grow healthy, and that the homeowner has, their grandma's favorite rhododendron lives another 50 years.
Well, and then there's so many people, I think, that there's certain things that all of us know. Like, for instance, here in the Northwest, we tend to love our roses. Yeah. And they get a lot of aphids. So you've seen that too as well, haven't you?
Yeah, there are some aphids over here that, or some roses over here that are just starting to grow. They have a lush, fresh foliage that the aphids are just going to go right after. And you can find them if you look for the buds, the flower buds. They'll all cluster around there, because that is where most of the energy and the flow of energy for that plant is.
And the reason we grow roses ourselves are for the buds, so that makes sense.
Exactly.
Now there's also some other stuff a little bit further back, so let's take a walk over there and go over that stuff as well. Okay, Russell, now you brought us over to a boxwood, and there's all kinds of opinions about these. So what is it that you're looking for when you find them?
So when we are looking at boxwoods these days, we're looking for, first I'm going to go to the foliage and look for boxwood mite, which is going to cause kind of a color change, a color issue, stippling as it's called. There's also boxwood psyllid, which gets inside of the leaf itself. So this is a healthy leaf, but you would find, if you flipped it over, kind of a gallery, a very small gallery, and if you pop it open, you might be able to find the psyllid pest in there.
Wow, okay.
If it's not foliage, if it's starting to maybe brown out in spots, you could have something called volutella canker, which can be pruned out. But what's getting into the Portland area slowly is boxwood blight, which you really should be aware of. And if you think you have it or you're concerned about it, give us a call. With volutella canker, the leaves stay on the stems, and with boxwood blight, the leaves fall off, and they stick to everything. So if you think you might have it, be wary of carrying it to other parts of your of your garden.
And then there's also a wonderful tree that has a specific disease that a lot of people in the Northwest know about.
Just a few.
What is that?
Well, Japanese maple, of course, and we have to keep an eye out for verticillium wilt. It's really something you have to treat beforehand, and once you get it, really have to prune it out. And cultural control, it's making sure the tree is in a good spot. You don't want a lot of moisture. You want that tree to be healthy, because just like people, if we're healthy, we're fighting off pests, we're fighting off diseases too. So if your tree has a good spot to grow, it's not really going to end up with this disease, but you want to keep an eye out for it, and we found some here nearby.
So there you have it. You know, as I've said before so many times, we all work really hard to make our yards beautiful, and we want to go out and enjoy them. And if you get stuff that you're just not quite sure of, you know, what is that, you can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website, call them up, have them come out, look around and see what they can do to help make your garden continue to be beautiful. Thank you so much, Russell.
Thanks, William.